welcome back to my channel. This is my 26-week update on my GLP-1, and I got a lot to talk about. The burning question is, am I changing doses? And the answer is, absolutely, I am. But it's not what you think. I am not going up in dose. I am going back down to 5 milligrams. And I will explain why. I have been doing some deep diving the last week on my GLP-1. I have kind of been struggling since November. I have lost and gained the same 4 to 5 pounds for the last 2 months. And I finally geeked out, downloaded a spreadsheet, put all my injections on it. I already keep track of it with an app, but for me to scroll through the app, it just wasn't clicking in my head. I had to see it on paper, written out, so I could look chronologically of what was happening with me and my dosage. So I got online and I printed out a spreadsheet that I will share right here. And if I can make it bigger and put it on the screen, I will do that if I can figure out how to do it. Otherwise, I may just put my stats for you. But I wanted to let you guys know, I was on 2.5 milligrams for about 13 weeks before I went up to 5. And when I went up to 5, at the time, I felt like it really wasn't doing a whole lot. And let me explain why. Because when I was on 2.5, I consistently had losses every single week. And when I went to 5 milligrams, I was still having losses, but they weren't as big. And so in my mind, I was thinking, this isn't working, I need to dose up. So right before, when was it? Thanksgiving? November 4th, I dosed up again to 7.5 milligrams. And as I look back at the data, I can see that I consistently had weight losses all the way up until I started the 7.5 milligrams. Once I started 7.5, that's kind of when all the trouble started. And I didn't realize it until I could see it on paper. And so the last 2 months, November and December, I have lost and gained the same 4 to 5 pounds every time. And that was really frustrating every week, getting on the scale and just barely getting 2 pounds off. But then I'd turn around and a couple of days later, it's back again. So I kind of just did this yo-yo thing for the last 2 months, and it's been very, very frustrating for me. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I started watching, no, I didn't just start watching, I've been watching Dr. Jones DC on YouTube. He's got a channel here. He talks about how to maximize your GLP-1 dose, what things to do to help you get the best results. So I started watching a few more of his videos and really just started thinking, does this apply to me? Is this what's happening in my life? And he did talk about how when you're freezing cold all the time, which I am cold constantly, and I've been cold since the very beginning, and I told you guys that way back in my early videos that I'm cold. Well, that has never changed, and I don't usually include it in my updates because it's been that way for so long that I kind of just, it's a norm for me. But the last month or two, since I've been on the 7.5, which it didn't even click for me, I have been freezing cold, like constantly having to wear long sleeves, having to wear sweaters. The other day it was 80 degrees on our thermostat and I was wrapped up in a blanket because I was so cold. And my family are like, what is wrong with you? Are you sick? Is everything okay? Like, it's hotter than you know what in here and everyone's dying and I'm freezing. So I started doing a little more research about it, and one of the things that Dr. Jones says is that if your dose is too high, you could be metabolically crashing, and one of the signs of that is freezing cold all the time. And that's exactly how I've been. I've been really cold. No other symptoms, no nausea, no diarrhea, no constipation, but constant freezing. And the fact that I don't want to eat. Of course, a GLP-1 makes you not want to eat anyway, but I really don't have a whole lot of appetite. So I thought to myself, let's just look at your weight loss. Let's like go back from the beginning, look at every injection, how much it was, how much you've lost, and try and figure this out. Where is the problem? What's going on? And I pinned it down to November 4th. That is when my weight started fluctuating up and down in the same 4 pounds. My body is just not wanting to give it up. It gives it up for a minute and then it takes it right back again. And so I have been doing that for the last couple of months. Instead of hitting a total stall, which I thought I was doing, I've just been going up and down in the same range. And so yeah, I have stalled out. And I think I've stalled out because my dose is too high. So my plan is to go down to 5 milligrams. I'm gonna try that again. I was only on 5 milligrams for 1 month, and I don't think I gave it a fair shot. And I think I might have gotten a little overzealous, a little excited, thinking, well, if I go up another dose, I'm gonna lose more weight. That is not the case at all. And Dr. Jones even talks about people doing that. And when I look back at my data, I lost the most weight on 2.5. Consistent. Every single week I lost it and it stayed off. With 5 milligrams, I lost it as well. It wasn't as much, but I still lost it and it stayed off. As soon as I went up to 7.5, I lost it, it came back. I lost it and it came back. And I continued to do that for 2 months. And because I have that disease, that instant gratification disease that a lot of us have, I want it and I want it yesterday. This is not working for me. It is making me bat crazy. So I decided we got to make a change. So I talked to you guys in November, right before Thanksgiving, and I told you that I was going to change my injection day from Wednesday to Tuesday, just to try it out, see how I would feel over the holiday. And it was fine, and it was great. And when I changed it to Tuesday, I kind of just stuck to that schedule from that point forward. And Mondays are usually my update days because that is my day that I have time to actually film and spend time on my videos. So Wednesdays were my injection day and my weigh-in day, but our schedule's changed and it's a little bit better, I think, because Mondays I give you my weight and my update, and Tuesdays I start a new week. So it's kind of a recap of how the week went, and tomorrow I'm going to start. So my plan is tomorrow I am going to actually go down to 5 milligrams, but I'm also going to start using my Zepbound because I had told you guys last week that my insurance is going to cover name brand now. So I've got some in the fridge. I've got four pens in the fridge. I'm just going to take 2 pens tomorrow and just start my 5 milligrams from that point forward. And I will let you know how that goes. I will keep you posted. I will see if my appetite changes, if I'm still constantly cold, if I'm hungry all the time. That is my biggest concern, is that I'm gonna be starving. However, now is a better time than later to learn how to control myself with food. The Zepbound and the tirzepatide that I have taken has helped me not have much of an appetite, so I haven't really had to worry about how much I eat or anything like that. The only thing I've had to worry about is actually eating, making sure I'm eating. But I know once I get down to goal and I go on maintenance, if my dose is really tiny and I'm getting hungry, which you should be getting hungry because that's a natural process for your body, I'm gonna need to have those tools in my tool belt to help me to be able to navigate through that without overeating. So I'd rather learn that lesson now than later when I'm trying to stay on maintenance and fail. So that is my goal for this month, is to work on my food goals and make sure that even if I am hungry, it's okay. I'm supposed to get hungry. I'm going to get hungry on maintenance, and I need to figure out how to make the right choices, eat the right food, how much of that to eat. So all of those things I am hoping to learn now instead of later, because once I'm on maintenance, I don't want to fail and I don't want to go back. So that is my plan. So tomorrow it's 5 milligrams for me, and I'm going to work on my food. I'm going to try and make sure I eat more than I have been in the past, because I think honestly my body is in starvation mode and it doesn't think it's going to get enough, so it's just not giving up the goat. And I'm just overdosing on my tirzepatide. I've got too high of a dose and I'm not ready for it yet. So I'm gonna go down. One other thing that I do have to tell you guys is my husband has finally decided to join the party, and he has started his GLP-1 journey yesterday. So yay for him. I'm gonna just keep encouraging him to keep going. He's just starting. He has seen how much weight I have lost and how far I've come just in the last 6 months, and I think he's finally ready to go there as well. So we're gonna do this together, which is gonna be awesome. It really does help when everybody's on the same page. And I know that he's gonna feel better as well and be healthier, and just life in general is gonna get better. It has for me. But I just wanted to give you guys that quick update. I was planning on doing a skincare video today, but this whole dosage thing has really been in the forefront of my mind, and I really wanted to share that with you guys first and foremost. And I also want to take some time doing my skincare video because I want it to be nice. I don't want it to be just something that I blaze through and I miss a lot of things. So I want to do it right. So that is coming. I'm not sure when, but it is coming. But I wanted to let you guys know, today my weight was, hold on, let me just take a look here. I wrote it on my calendar, 206.7. Last week it was 210.5. So I have lost 3.8 pounds since last week, even though I was on 7.5. But I did eat a lot more this week than usual. I forced myself. We went to Glenwood Springs, to the hot springs this weekend with our kids. My daughter and my son are both born in January, and my daughter is gonna be 34, my son's gonna be 29, and ever since they were probably, my daughter was 9 or 10, we have been going to Glenwood Hot Springs to go soak in the pool, make a day of it, and we go to this burger joint called Charcoal Burger, which is kind of famous in Glenwood. It has been spotlighted on the Food Network as one of those little dives that have really good food. And so we kind of just have made a tradition of doing that. So this weekend we did that. We went and we got cheeseburgers and chocolate malts, and they were delicious, just like they always are. And I've been carbing it up lately too. And honestly, I think it's been a good thing because my body's like, oh, finally, we're not starving anymore. We're going to let go of this. But I still don't trust it because it has been such a pattern for me to lose 2 or 3 pounds and then gain it back. I don't want to count on it. I don't want to count on it because I don't want to be disappointed in a couple of days if it comes back. So I'm just going to go back down to the 5 milligrams and try that out for a while, see how I do, see how I feel, and let you guys know. So if you have any questions about that, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for all the comments that you do leave, and all my new subscribers. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for joining my channel. It means a lot to me, and I know that some of you have told me that you've been following me the whole time, and I'm so appreciative. Thank you, thank you. It just means the world to me. I hope that my channel is encouraging for you, and I hope that it helps you. And you know, if you're going through the same thing I am, if you're on a high dose and you think that you're stalled out because you might be on too high of a dose, then follow me, see what I'm doing. I'll let you know how it goes. I will take the first step, and if I fail miserably, I'll let you know as well, just so you don't make the same mistake. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys that quick update, let you know where I'm at. I'm excited about going back down again. I don't want to rush this. I know that once you get to the top, you're there and you have nowhere else to go. And I don't want to max myself out, and I want to treat my body well. I don't want to force it to do something it's not ready to do. And I feel like I've been trying to do that because I just want to get to that goal so quickly. But I think going up in dose is not the answer for me and my body. Maybe it works for someone else, and I know there are people out there that just consistently, follow the protocol and go up in dose every month, and they're fine, and that is great. And if that works for you, more power to you. I'm happy for you. But I'm at a crossroads right now, and I want to make the right decision because I want to do this right. I want to make sure the weight stays off when I'm done and I'm at goal, and I don't have issues of rebounding. So we will try this. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'll let you know next week. And I will try, if I can, get another video in before then. Maybe my skincare video. We'll just see. But anyway, I hope you guys have a very, very blessed week. And I will see you next week in the next video. And hopefully I'll be a few pounds lighter. Have a blessed day.